Welcome to this week's Reddit video. As always, these Reddit videos, we go over 8 intriguing posts on the official WWE Reddit. Like I said, we do make sure they are intriguing, so we do get into some good conversations, and you guys can let me your thoughts on each post or just whatever you feel like about the world of professional wrestling down in the comments below. But as always, before we get anywhere in any video, be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications so you never miss an upload. Go follow the socials, links to those will be in the description of this video. That includes my Instagram account, my X account, do all that helps me out a ton. But now let's get you guys straight into this week's Reddit video. Where is Randy? Man, that is a great freaking question. Honestly, I don't really know right now, but we really do need Randy back, man. And I feel like when we get Randy back, it is going to be after San Diego and Survivor Series War Games. Now, the reason I say that is because honestly, going into obviously War Games, I'm assuming that we're going to get once again Cody Rhodes versus Drew McIntyre for that belt, and then that's when Cody Rhodes is inevitably going to lose. Maybe he does a heel turn, but that's really besides the point. Whatever Cody Rhodes does after that. The point is where's where Randy comes in. I think Randy comes in after the fact, after Drew has won, and then I think we get that program once again with Drew McIntyre versus Randy, and then we feud for that, and then they feud for that title, maybe going into the new year or potentially the Royal Rumble. However they want to play that storyline out. I think that's what we do with Randy, but that is a great question, man. I feel like Randy should have been more involved with the with the whole thing between Cody and McIntyre. He was involved with it, don't get me wrong. I just feel like we should have seen him a little bit more, but I feel like he's going to keep taking time off until after War Games, and like I said, that's when we'll get Drew McIntyre versus we'll get the program of McIntyre versus Randy for that belt. Like I said, maybe leading into the new year, the Royal Rumble, whatever goes on there. That's really what I think what's going to happen with Randy. So yeah, that's really my that's kind of like my main idea that I see them doing with Randy. I really don't picture it any way else. He could come back before. I just don't really see it. Like I said, I do think that he's going to most likely come back after War Games. What's your opinion on this? John Cena versus CM Punk, World Heavyweight title, Cena's final Raw match in Madison Square Garden. You know, man, I honestly would absolutely love to see this, and honestly, I think this is honestly this genuinely has potential to be the case, man. This genuinely does have potential, but there's also that ever-looming presence of Dominic Mysterio, and I also see Dominic Mysterio being who John Cena interacts with on his last episodes of Raw, man, because obviously most people are predicting that we are going to get either we're going to get John Cena and Dominic for his last match, or we're going to get John Cena and Dominic at Survivor Series. And I think that is honestly going to be the case. Is we do get John Cena versus Dominic in these Raw at War Games, and obviously the feud would be built up on these last few episodes that John Cena has on Raw. So I think that's most likely what happens there. But this John Cena versus CM Punk World Heavyweight title, that would be a legendary match. Yes, CM Punk and John Cena have already interacted in the retirement tour, but I don't really care, man. I think it would be even better because now there's a title on the line. Maybe Cena becomes 18-time. You know, there's always 18-time for Cena, and that's kind of something that, like, you know, that would be awesome to be held on at Madison Square Garden on Raw. Man, I cannot speak today. But yeah, man, what's my opinion on this? This would be absolutely insane to see. This would be awesome, and honestly, if this is the case, I would not be upset anyway. I would be absolutely freaking stoked. But like I said, I think this does have potential, but I inevitably do think that we're not going to get this, and we're going to get that feud between John Cena and Dominic Mysterio inevitably leading into, like I said, War Games. I think most people are right on that, but like I said, my final thoughts here, my opinion on this would be awesome. This would be freaking great, and I know I, for one, would be freaking stoked. Who pulled off the best heel turn of 2025? Here's mine. Now, Becky Lynch. You have Becky Lynch here. Honestly, considering Becky Lynch, I do not think she pulled off the best heel turn, but I will say she has had one of the better heel runs of this year, if not the best so far, man. Becky's heel run this year has been absolutely amazing. Everything that she's done for the women's mid-card division on Raw has been awesome. The feuds that she's had have been great. The character work she's been playing has been great. Her overall development has been awesome. And the way that she's really developed the women's Intercontinental title has overall all that has been absolutely amazing, but that's just the heel run. If we're considering heel turns, when they actually turn heel, I don't really think this is anything super crazy. Yes, it was cool. I just don't think it was super crazy. I think for me personally, who pulled off the best heel turn of 2025, I know a lot of people are. I mean, I know a lot of people are going to say Cena, man. And I think Cena is more of the. I mean, do we consider that an overrated answer? Man, I'm really in the middle between either picking Cena or picking Seth Rollins. I think Seth Rollins was also freaking amazing. That was like because at WrestleMania, obviously he went with or Paul Heyman sided with him, obviously creating that big heel turn for Seth and Paul Heyman. But so I'm really in between of that or John Cena's heel turn, which was absolutely amazing because that would lead into so many possibilities. Obviously, those possibilities would never get answered because of the whole Rock situation. I'm not going to really get into that because we all know how everybody feels on that. But honestly, I'm really in the verge between either Seth's or Cena. And honestly, I really can't pick, man. I think both of them are so good. I know a lot of people in the comments are probably going to be, just pick Cena, just pick Cena. But I really can't, man. They're both so freaking good. They're tied for number one, man. I don't care. Though those two are tied for my top heel turns of 2025. They are just both so freaking good. I may have bias because I was actually there when Seth turned heel, so that just feeling that emotion, definitely could draw into my to my decision there, but either way, I just think no matter what, it was just such a great heel turn. So my final thoughts here, man, I can't really decide between either Seth or Cena's, but they are both super good heel turns that have happened this year, man. They are just absolutely amazing. Well, this was disappointing. Yeah, it really was. It was just all one big work, and it really was. But man, it really sucks, man. This really was unfortunate. I didn't even know that the spoilers with the people walking was going on until I actually started seeing it on social media. And honestly, that really did start to get me thinking about possibilities, what's going to happen, and then come to find out just a few days later, yeah, we get just another WrestleMania advertisement. It's really, man, it is. We really got screwed here, man. This could have really evolved into something so much bigger and had so much more potential. But no, we just get one. Oh my, we just get another we just get another advertisement, man. It's just super freaking ridiculous. Now, I'm not gonna try to sugarcoat it because this is really ridiculous. But I'm just saying, I'm also gonna throw this out there. What if maybe there's something in this picture that we don't see? What if there's something that we have still not discovered? What if there is symbolic figures in this picture that have to go along, or there's symbolic ideas that go along with this image that take place between Punk, Lesnar, Roman, and Cody. Does that have anything to do with it? I'm just saying, probably not, but maybe. I'm just throwing that out there. I'm just saying, man. That's all I'm gonna say is maybe there's something that we don't see here, but you never know. But yeah, for the way that it looks like now, it's absolutely disappointing, and it's really, really freaking, really aggravating that WWE would work up something like that to be, that make something look this just so freaking huge, just for it to be yet another little freaking advertisement, just to advertise a show that happens in a year, man. So really unfortunate, it really is, man. So yeah, you're absolutely right here. This was absolutely freaking disappointing. I don't understand why people are so obsessed with the idea of Cody Rhodes and CM Punk being heels. Anytime Cody shows some aggression, it's, oh, is Cody Rhodes turning heel? And people just want CM Punk to be a heel for some reason. Okay, well, first I want to talk about CM Punk because I don't know who the hell you're hearing this from, or maybe it's just me that I just have not heard it from, but I don't know. I have never heard somebody, at least recently, say that they want CM Punk to turn heel. I have not heard that, so maybe that's just me, but I have not heard that. So I'm going to instantly just take CM Punk out of the situation. But really, this main question, I think, really revolves around Cody Rhodes here. So the reason why people are so obsessed with this idea of Cody turning heel, and even myself included, is because it's something that is needed in WWE. Cody Rhodes has been that, like they want to call him quarterback, that good guy, the guy who's been leading WWE, who as that major face for the past few years, man. And it does get old to some extent, and it really is starting to get to that extent. And really, to fix that is, in my opinion, we do need to turn Cody Rhodes heel. It would turn into so many big possibilities. It would make so many possibilities, possibly become a reality. And the thing is WWE has teased it for so much now, and it's just like, when are we actually going to get this? So the reason why people are so obsessed is because I feel like a lot of us know that it is going to be a reality at some point. I'm hoping next year, or maybe even late this year, in late December, is when we hopefully get that Cody Rhodes heel turn. But the thing is, like I said, the reason why people are so obsessed is because we just know it's inevitably going to be a reality. WWE is kind of just trolling us. They're kind of teasing us with that opportunity, which they've done for so long now, and now they really just need to pull the trigger, because eventually it's just going to really get freaking repetitive, and nobody's honestly going to care anymore. But at least currently, people do still care about that idea of Cody turning heel. So, like I said, my final thoughts here: people are obsessed because they know it's going to be reality. They know it's something it's something that is inevitably going to happen at some point. We all freaking know it. It's just, the point is, the only reason, why, the point is, man, WWE has just been holding it off for so long, and we all know it's inevitably going to happen. It's something that the fans want. That's why people are so obsessed. It's something that's needed. We need a new change for Cody Rhodes, and really, there's really not much else to it, man. Who takes this feud when they eventually collide? I think this is a great question here. Who takes this feud? I think it's easily Jade Cargill, man, because I think the reason I say Cargill is because I think this feud is inevitable for sure. But the thing is, I also think it's actually very close, and I feel like it's definitely around the corner. I think maybe, just maybe, even Saturday nights, not Saturday, even San Diego. I feel like, because next week we know that Cargill has a program with BFAB. I think that match is inevitably going to turn into just an absolute beatdown from Cargill on BFAB, and that's even going to lead into the post match attack on BFAB, and then that's inevitably when when Bianca comes out and saves her, which inevitably brings us to War Games, where we get the program of Jade and Bianca. So who takes this feud? It's easily Jade Cargill, man. This feud is going to last a long time, it's going to last a good while, in my opinion, for Jade Cargill, which I'm not hating on, because honestly, I am really starting to like this character work that they're giving Jade Cargill about this heel and just absolute ruthless star that they're trying to make Jade Cargill be. I really am enjoying that. So who takes this feud, man? It just has to be Jade, because I feel like, yes, it's inevitable, but also it's something that's going to happen relatively soon, and I feel like they're not going to give up that title, really quick from Cargill. I feel like I said, they're going to have this on here for a good amount of time. So final thoughts: who takes this feud? It's easily Jade. Hot take: Braun Breaker is good, but not the face of company good. I feel like this is absolutely true. Now, that's not to say that Braun Breaker is not almost he's nowhere close to being face of the company, because Braun Breaker, he is so good. And I feel like maybe in just a year and a half to 2 years, man, he will be the face of the company easily. He is so freaking good in the ring. His work is absolutely going to pave the way for newer generations to come, in my opinion. He's going to do so great in WWE. He's going to build a great reputation. He's going to build a great legacy. But so your hot take here, I definitely agree with this hot take. It's just the fact that but not the face of the company good. Yes, that is true, but just that's true for now. But that's not going to be true. And like I said, in the next year and a half to 2 years, Braun Breaker easily will be the face of the company, and within the next 2 years, there's just no way. With the way WWE is moving Braun Breaker now, I just see that happening. There's no way that he's not face of the company with the way that they're booking him now. So your hot take, absolutely true, but this is something that is going to be inevitable for Braun Breaker, and he is inevitably going to be he's going to be face of the company relatively soon. So for right now, your hot take is true, but it will not always be true, and I feel like it's definitely going to change in the next 2 years. Who dethrones Cody? This is a very easy one, so we're not going to stick too much time on this post. This is very easy, man. It's Drew McIntyre. Come on. Who else is... The only other argument you can make is Randy Orton. But like we mentioned earlier in this video, for my personal perspective, I think that Randy is going to return after Drew wins at War Games. So, for that reason, I think that who dethrones Cody, it has to be Drew, man. They've been building this up for months. It has to be Cody. There's no way we do so many matches and keep doing these matches between Cody and Drew, and just it keeps being the same result and keep being the same result over and over again of obviously Cody Rhodes winning. Inevitably, it has to be Drew McIntyre that wins one of these matches, and I think like I said, that is going to be at War Games. So easy answer here. It just is Drew. And also, I think, like I had mentioned earlier, when Drew wins that title is when we inevitably get get that Cody Rhodes heel turn. So, you know, and obviously, like I said, I think WWE is really pushing for that heel turn like relatively soon, and I'm thinking, like I said, as soon as War Games. So, and inevitably, like I said, for that to happen, we have to have Drew win. So, final thoughts: who dethrones Cody? It's easily Drew frickin' McIntyre. Alright, everybody, well, that is going to wrap up this week's Reddit video. As always, I do hope you guys did enjoy. If you want to see more content like this, be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications so you never miss an upload. Go follow the socials. Links to those will be in the description of this video. That includes my Instagram account, my X account. Do all that. And quick thing before we get out of here, man. So close to 300 subs now. I said it in a few videos ago, but we are so much closer. I'm pretty sure at the time that I'm recording this, we are 6 subs away. So if you're new or you watch the videos and for whatever reason you're not subscribed, hit that sub button. We are so close to 300 subs. Help your boy hit that goal. And like I said, man, we are so close. Once we get that, it's just going to be super awesome. But like I said, man, I do hope you guys did enjoy. Leave some feedback in the comments, and I will catch y'all boys in the next one. Peace.